Hi there beautiful people, welcome to Sholz TV. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make my guilt-free okra soup. It is very delicious, it's easy to make, but most importantly it is very nutritious and totally guilt-free. So let's get straight to it. So we're going to start with our base. For our base we need 4 large to medium bell peppers, 2 habanero peppers, and some dried arbol peppers. Now if you don't like it too spicy, you can tone down on the arbol. I'm using about 10 to 12. You can use like maybe 5 or just omit it if you don't like it spicy. So let's go ahead and rinse, deseed our bell peppers. I usually store mine in the freezer, that's why you see a lot of ice. That's a tip for storage. And then we'll just deseed it and we're just gonna go blend. So put all of that in your blender and blend together. Now for my okra soup, I like this to be a little bit rough with some texture in it. If you don't, you can go ahead and blend until smooth, but this is how mine looks like. You can see still has quite a bit of texture and character to it. So you need a large pot. Just go ahead and pour that into your large pot. Now I call this guilt-free because it's also low fat. I'm not adding any palm oil. If you want to add palm oil, this is the place to do it. Now add some dry fish and some dried shrimp. You can also add some stockfish if you like. And also some grounded crayfish. I'm using 2 heaped tablespoons. I'm very generous with my grounded crayfish, guys. So adjust to fit you. Add a little bit of water. Mix all of that together. And we're just going to let that cook together and combine all those flavors. After about 10 minutes on medium heat, go ahead and add some ogiri paste and some locust bean as well. Now you can use either or you can omit totally. I highly recommend at least the locust bean, which is iru, but ogiri also adds a special flavor to the soup. So if you have that, don't be shy, put a little bit in there. Now we're going to season. I'm using 4 seasoning cubes, a combination of Maggi and Knorr. Add a little bit of salt. And like I always say, if you don't want MSG, you can go ahead and just use adobo as a substitute. Add some water, and we're just going to go ahead and bring that to a boil. So while our pepper base is getting ready, let's go ahead and prep our okra. I have here about 22-23 ounces of fresh okra. You can use frozen if you like, but I highly recommend fresh. Now one trick that I use for my okra is to share it in equal parts, 2 equal parts. One part I'm going to chop like you see, and then the other part I'm going to go ahead to blend. Now why do I do this? It's because I want my okra soup to be crunchy and at the same time have maximum draw or slime. So I'm going to blend the other half like I said. Add a little bit of water into your blender and just blend it all together. Now blend it until it becomes very slimy. You can watch, you see how it's gonna go from there. You have it. You can see how all of that combines perfectly together. So like I said, half of my okra is chopped to get the crunch and the other half is blended to get the maximum slime or draw, as we Nigerians call it. We're also going to be using some tilapia fish. You can use whatever fish you like. I'm using here about 10 pieces of tilapia. I'm also keeping the head. If you don't want it, you can omit. But it's cleaned and ready to go. So now we're just going to put our cleaned fresh fish into our pepper base, just like this. And you can use whatever fish you prefer. You can use salmon steaks, you can use some mackerel, or whatever seafood you like. Today I'm going with tilapia. Just swish that around and let that cook for about 15 minutes on medium heat. Make sure your fish is tender but not too tender at this point. And I'm going to take it out of the pot and return it later on in the cooking process. And that's because I don't want my fish to scatter all over the place or crumble in the pot while I'm cooking my okra. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Here I share easy, nutritious, tasty recipes that you can make right at home. So now all our fish is out. We're just going to go ahead and add some more water because the liquid has reduced. Add about 2 cups of water and then adjust the seasoning. Add in some salt and just 1 seasoning cube at this moment. So we're just going to mix that around and cover it and bring it back to a boil. So after about 10 minutes it's back to boiling. Go ahead and add your okra. And you can see, again, like I showed you earlier, a combination of texture for your okra soup. Now add that into your boiling pepper base or stock and just go ahead and mix it around. Try to get it all evenly distributed. It's already looking absolutely amazing. So combine all of that together. At this point, I'm not going to be covering the pot anymore. So we're just going to cook with an open pot. Go ahead and add some raw shrimps. I'm using about 1.5 cups of raw shrimp. You can use more or less. And then I'm going to add a little bit more grounded crayfish. So mix all of that together and let that cook for about 10 minutes. Once it's ready, let's go ahead and taste it so we can adjust our seasoning. Everything is perfect for me except for pepper. So I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of Cameroon pepper. Cameroon pepper is really spicy, but it also adds a beautiful flavor to your food. So now we're just going to return our fish back to the pot for another 2 to 3 minutes and everything should be ready. So just pour all of that back in, mix it together, and voila! Your delicious, guilt-free, low-fat okra soup is ready. Woo! That looks so good, y'all. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Make sure you try this recipe. Don't go dulling right now. Don't dull on me. Make sure you try this recipe and wow your taste buds. Wow the taste buds of your family and friends. It is absolutely delicious. If you have any questions, I'm always here to answer. Woo! Just look at that beauty. And not 1 drop of extra oil. I'm also going to be eating mine with some amala. You can eat this just by itself, get a spoon and enjoy it, or with whatever swallow you like. I'm using amala today. I feel like okra soup is one of those soups that goes with any type of swallow. I'm usually picky, but with okra soup, it goes with anything to me. Just take a look at that high fiber, nutritious deliciousness. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a new recipe video. That is so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Absolutely delicious. And until next time, guys, it's your girl Sholz, sending you lots of love and blessings. Bye!